The most disgusting game is the next one. It was actually ranked the 41st of 41 bowl games in terms of watchability, yet you drafted it into our top 20 bowl matchups. It's a game in our backyard. It's the Quick Lane Bowl.
That's right.
It's Minnesota -4.5 against Bowling Green. This is the day after Christmas at 2 o'clock. It's like the only game during the day until you get one later at night. The story of Minnesota you have alluded to several times on this podcast, but I'd like you to tee it up because they are down to their third string quarterback.
Almost didn't have him. That's right. He basically said, pay me or I'm leaving to get married. So PJ Fleck had to hustle up $30,000, drop it off in a bag.
Not a bad wedding present.
And ensure that the third stringer played. Now, if you know anything about Minnesota football, their offense is offensive. Mm-hmm. The Greek rifle, Athanas Akarolopoulos, or whatever his name is, he's gone because he knows he wasn't starting next year. Mm-hmm. But he stunk. So if he was better than the backup, and the backup is better than the third stringer, what the hell do you think you're getting here? Second of all, do you think Minnesota wants to be here?
No.
Jim?
They didn't even make bowl eligibility. They're a 5-win football team.
Well, then factor in they lost their stud defensive coordinator, Joe Rossi.
You guys stole him.
Michigan State.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that because State got him. He's a really good defensive coordinator.
That's what they are built on, is running and defense.
Right. Well, and here's your problem. Their defense had a down year. I don't think based on Rossi being bad or anything about that. Tons of injuries and tons of youth. I mean, they are down bad defensively. Then you factor in this. If I have a terrible quarterback playing, and now I'm facing Bowling Green. First of all, Bowling Green, I know it's not exciting. Here's your reward to make a bowl game. Ready? Detroit. That's tough. You drive 45 minutes up the road.
Do you realize how Bowling Green ended the season, by the way? They were not expected to be very good this year.
But, Jim.
No, I'm saying it's a good thing. They finished on a high note.
They force turnovers in bunches. Mm-hmm. So I got a dog shit quarterback against a team that's amped who forces a ton of turnovers. I only had 3 guys hit the portal. Your big loss is going to be Jalen Husky, who now plays for Maryland.
Yeah.
Stud corner. Jim, for me, Cole Kramer, who has 6 snaps in his life, is playing.
He's already got 1 foot at the altar.
Now, do I get Darius Taylor, the stud back?
The running back?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he play for Western in this bowl a couple years ago? If my memory serves. No, that was Sean Taylor, right?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Maybe it was Dwayne Eskridge.
D. Eskridge. Is
whatever.
I like Bowling Green a little bit here at 4.5. It sounds like you're talking yourself into that too, right? Bowling Green to close the year, okay? Yep. They beat Georgia Tech in Atlanta. They lost to Miami of Ohio, but then they won 4 in a row, lost by 1 point to Toledo, and then beat Western in the last game. So do the math. What is that? 5 of the last 6 games that they won. They're playing well. They're actually bowl eligible. I hate when these 5-win teams get in. I get why they do. Bowling Green show up for the MAC at the site of the MAC title game. And even if they don't win, Mike, we do see this as a low-scoring game. You like having, hey, field goal doesn't kill you. 4.5 helps you on touchdown field goal trade-off late in the game.
Here's the other thing. I mean, you could have, what about Brevi Span-Ford, the big tight end from Minnesota?
I don't know if he's ruled out, but he probably shouldn't play, right?
Well, he's an NFL player. Yeah. He might opt out.
They got a safety, same deal.
I just have a hard time imagining Minnesota's real excited to be there. I actually think you go Bowling Green and take the points.
Okay. I'm going to put him down. You want to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll put like a quarter of a unit on this trash, but yes, I want to participate.
I will warn you, the MAC is 0-4 in quick lane bowls going back over the last decade, and the MAC, bowl game-wise, not always great.
Listen, if Bowling Green's defense is at least interested in being there, and this third-string quarterback got bribed to go not get married and play in Detroit, I'd like to think I can get 2 turnovers.
You would hope so.